folks. Well, we're on the road. Left the house about half an hour ago, heading for Italy. Next 3 days we're going to be stuck in this van. The big difference is I've got Jack to keep me company. So been fog all the way to here. We're just south of Hamilton at the moment, heading for Englandshire. Catch the ferry tonight at Harwich, a wee kip on the ferry, and then off at Hookey Holland in the morning, and I drive down to Switzerland. We've then got an overnight stop in Switzerland, and then the final day, Sunday, we will be arriving at the house. The van is full to the gunnels. I just hope I don't get stopped, because I think I'm maybe a wee bit overweight. But it is full. There was no more I could have got in the van. There was stuff that I had to leave behind and it wouldn't fit. But maybe next trip. So I'll keep you abreast of my travels, including Jackie boy here. We've got treats, we've got food, we've got the all important paperwork that we will need to take him into Europe. So enjoy the trip. Jack, have you eaten all the treats? Have you eaten all the treats that were in that bag when I was away at the toilet? Did you eat all those treats? That's bad. That's bad. Aren't you a bad boy? No treats for later, because you've eaten them all. Nightmare. So this is the dog exercise area on deck 7. I thought it might be a bit bigger. But no, it's here. Basically this little space here. I'm not sure what the little grass bit's supposed to be. This is his exercise area. Are we out the van? Hey, are you happy? What are you eating? What are you eating? Hey. Where are we? Where are we? Money, let's go. Let's go. Morning, folks. So I'm back in Italy, back in Lupara, and I have a friend with me this time. Say hello, Jack. Say hello. Say hello. Yes, I brought Jack. Came over on the ferry, 3-day drive down, myself and Jack. So we're now back. Things to do at the house, and I'll update you as I go on. We've got to sort out a rewire, we've got to sort out a new installation of a new gas boiler, and we've got a floor to tile. I'm here for a month, so I'm looking to get some stuff done. Already been out for a walk this morning, but lovely day. Lovely day. Beginning of March, and it's glorious weather. Glorious weather. I think this sweatshirt will be coming off very soon. So, wish me luck, and I'll give you updates as I have them. Okay, that's a new mirror fitted. Couldn't have done it without this little gadget here. This is actually a lifter, a vacuum lifter. Actually normally have that for tiles, but it works great on glass as well. So it meant I could keep a hold of it and at the same time put the screws in. So these little blue things, these are just were to protect it in transit. I put loads of bubble wrap and put foam around the corners and everything because I was paranoid about it getting damaged in transit. But no, quite happy with that. What do you think, Jack? Do you like it? No, he's indifferent. Okay. Out for our evening stroll. Jackie boy. Just round the other side of the village. This is the old part of the village. I'm just looking out. Way in the distance there is the sea. You won't see it. I can barely see it, but that's the sea. That's looking east. And then you can barely see my house from here. You just see the edge of it just poking out for the side of that building. You see the front, the garage door. But that's my house. But let's say this is the old part of the village. It's built right on the top of the hill. So the houses are all kind of tiered in levels as you go down. And this is where most of the elderly people live. But there's also a huge amount of empty properties here. Some of them are beautiful, but clearly, no. Certainly these basements are not lived in. But you just look at it, the bell. See that bell? I wonder what this has originally been. Some kind of townhouse or whatever. And then you've got these rings for tying your, I don't know, tying your horse up. What do you think? What do you think, Jack? Tying Jack up. Yeah, so no pair of, somebody's left their boots. Again, stories that can be told in this place, huh? Stories that can be told. It's absolutely wonderful. Look at the old railings and old windows. I mean, these buildings must be, I don't know, 400 or 500 years old, I suspect. Looks like there's people live, I don't know, people live up the top. Hard to tell. This one looks lived in. But, yeah. That's what I love about here. Something new to see all the time. And there's houses and you think, surely it's not lived in, and then a face will appear. You go, wow, somebody living in it. Scratching out a living. But certainly never been round this bit before. There's just all these little steps and paths that just disappear. You go, I wonder where that goes. Oh, not good for the knees. I'm actually having real problems with my knees at the moment. So I'm not too bad climbing, but see, walking downhill. Wow. The other thing that amazes me about these places, and you look at those little kind of lanes and there's cars. You go, how the hell did you get a car in here? You know, look at that. Somebody's driven a car down that passageway. There are several cars. But that's why they all drive little cars here. They've all got little Fiats. Everybody. There's very few large cars here. They're all just little Fiats. And even the car there, and no entry sign. But no, it's unbelievable. And a lot of them as well. This is a good example. A lot of them were 4x4s. Because if you look at some of the roads here, you really need an off-road vehicle. Because some of them are horrendous. There was one I walked down this morning when I was out with Jack. And it was so slippy. I walked down it and we went my length because it was really steep, but it was muddy. So I really had to watch my footing. Wooden shutters, eh? But these are the places where you can pick up the old sort of €1 houses, or like I said before, you see a lot of them where they just have for sale signs on them with a phone number. A lot of them are not even for sale, but if you actually went and asked, I recognise this bit, I've been here before. I recognise this bit. Oh, what's the broken glass, Jack? Been here before. All around before I get tangled up in Jack's lead. But there's a wooden ceiling. Look at this. That went down the path. Right, we're going now, Jack. Yeah, we know where we are now. We've been here before. This is down by the bed and breakfast that I stayed at the last time. But rather than walk down past that place, let's go down these steps here. We'll go down these steps, or will we go up these steps? Let's see what's up here. Yeah, definitely an old ruin, isn't it? Oh, it does go somewhere. Come on. The other thing I can't quite get is there's loads of bottles of water sitting outside the houses. And there's two there just taped to a grill, or wired onto a grill, but I don't see why you would do that in this place. It's clearly been a house at some point. That staircase, but obviously long abandoned now. But clearly would require a lot of money to renovate it. And I think it's like anything is, there's nobody here to spend money on them. Nobody here's got the money to spend on them. And then once they spend it, money's all tied up in the house, because you think it only has limited value when you come to sell it because of the property market. Somebody's recycling bins. But, like I say, it's the history of these places. And some of the here's an example. So you can either buy it or you can rent it. Don't know what it is, I'm assuming it's an apartment. Number 21. Probably rent it for, I don't know, it's a little renovated, so probably get it for €100 a month or something like that. There's another one for sale. Right, keep going. Keep going, Jack. Keep going. There's a right rabbit warren now. Space them. Let's see if we can go up. See if I can go up the tower. And it's got scaffolding around it. I can only assume that it was damaged in an earthquake or something. And they've never, well, they've just never had the money to repair it. But what's your subject? Here we go. More steps. Oh, there's another little one-way balcony. Come on. Oh, he's a big step. Yeah. This is the steps up to the tower, but it's still all sealed off. Come on. Nice view over the village from here. So my house. So in the distance here you'll see the peachy coloured house with a small white car outside. That's my friendly bus driver neighbour. So that house is just over the road from me. So he's just bought that little Fiat. He was showing me it yesterday. He just bought it. But the whole ground floor of that building is basically a huge big garage. But I think the building is owned by the bus company that he works for. And the upper two floors are like 2 apartments. He's in one and there's another guy in the other one with his family. And then the yellow house next door, that's the priests that live in that house. You get a good view of the whole village from here. But back to the tower. So I know when we came to the village in the summer, we tried to come up here, but it's all padlocked off. You can see it's all been repointed. I don't know if it's just not finished or what, but you can't get into it. But it's all lit up at night. But again, there's the village. And you have your customary barky dog. We were out last night, there was loads of barky dogs. And the viewpoint that I was at the start of the week when I got here, that's it way over there. See, with the tree at the very top of the hill. That's the viewpoint up there. In fact, no, tell a lie. I've got it wrong. It's that hill there. At the top of that hill. That's the viewpoint. Okay, so we're going to head back down, head back to the house. I've actually got the electrician coming to the house at 6 o'clock. It's about 5:30 now. So we'll head back to the house and get something to eat and wait for the electrician. And then we've got some jobs to do inside once it starts getting dark. And that'll be Tuesday. Done and dusted. Been here a couple of days now. Just shows you it's a small village. So out for a walk. And like I said, the electrician was coming to see me at 6 o'clock. And I just bumped into him in the square. Because somebody had said that they'd seen me out walking. So he'd come to find me. So he's coming up to the house in 10 minutes. He's just gone to the cafe for a coffee before he comes. It's a different life, isn't it? Different life. So no, we'll get home. We'll get our tea prepped. And then we'll have tea after he has been. And that's the thing here, is that they eat really late. You know, we're used to kind of eating about sort of 6 o'clock. You know, late. I think we're eating late at home if we were still eating at 8 o'clock, but here, they don't eat till about 8, 9 o'clock at night. It's probably because I have such a long lunch break. But no, I mean, apparently if you go out, you know, for something to eat, none of the places are open till sort of 7 o'clock at night. So, heading back up. There's the house. There's the house. There's one of the buses. Back where we started. Got a little bit of trench dug this afternoon. I'll just let you have a wee look for the gas pipe going in. Dug. I've still got the concrete bit to do, and then up the side of the house, so I'll get all that done tomorrow. They're going to drop the gas box off for me to cut out the opening for it. Now here's a strange thing. So this is front gate. And so the gate has settled or moved over the years. And the last time I was here, when I painted it, when I was here at Christmas, this gate didn't shut because it was too far apart. It's like the pillars had separated, and the gate wouldn't. No, you couldn't actually close the gate. Back this time, and the gate now closes. So I've got to assume that it just moves its own fruition. Annoyed today that I got all the glass, so the glass collection today, and got all the glass taken away. I went in the second garage and found another box of bottles, so I'll need to catch them next Tuesday. Okay, let's go into the house. So glad I came in. 5 minutes in the door and we've got a severe thunderstorm right above us. And the fact that you're getting the flashes and then the thunder is almost instantaneous. Try and get it so it's not focusing on the rain on the glass. It's one thing I've noticed this week. The mornings seem to be really glorious. You wake up to blue skies, and it's blue skies right through most of the day. And in the afternoon, it just kind of clouds over, and then you get kind of rain, sort of 3, 4 o'clock, and then it clears up again. It must just be because, you know, that time of the year, I suppose. We're still technically in the tail end of winter. Oh. You can actually hear or feel the house vibrate. Yeah, so a bit of thunder and lightning. So I've got stuff to do in the house. Yeah, so we'll probably do a bit of that. Try to work out where Jack has gone. Do you feel safe in there, son? Do you feel safe hiding in there? Hiding under the wash? Come on, over you come. Come and have a wee seat. Come and have a wee seat with Dad. Here we go. A wee seat with Dad. Hey, have a wee seat. Hey, he's just a big scaredy. Take the thunder and lightning away, Dad. Take the thunder and lightning away. Well, that's been a busy morning. Don't got any of it on film, for obvious reasons, which I'll explain in a minute. So behind me, There had been a big pile of the broken tiles that I took out of the sitting room the last time I was here. And apparently if you go through official channels to dispose of your rubbish here, it's discouraged. Where fly tipping seems to be a national sport here, but where it's encouraged, because if the council have to dispose of it, it takes up resources. So they encourage you to dispose of your debris at predetermined spots. So I've done not bad this morning. We got rid of all those tiles, took 2 or 3 trips to a recognised spot where inert materials can be dropped. I also got rid of all my plastic waste this morning because I was able to put it out with somebody else's waste. Because technically my waste is not getting collected yet because I've not got the appropriate paperwork. So we put it with somebody else's waste. I won't incriminate anybody, but the waste is now gone. All the plastic waste gone, and all the tile waste is gone. So, and the other thing was, I got all the tiles and the adhesive and everything unloaded from the van. So that just needs to go up the stairs now. And the other critical thing was, I've now got the fire, or the stuffer, stuffer, I don't know how you pronounce it, stove, up in the sitting room. Still got to obviously install the flue and install it, but at least it's upstairs now. It was blooming heavy, it was a struggle, but it's upstairs now, so just need to install it now. Buonasera. Okay, so it's Friday, 4:45 local time, 4:45 in the UK. So this time last week I was still driving down from Scotland down towards the ferry. So that's really my first week. Quite pleased with what I've got done. Got the 2 bedrooms sorted out upstairs. Plumber's been in and has started fitting a new boiler. I'll give you a little look at that. But we made a decision tonight. Plumber's just left. We made a decision tonight. So I've been busy digging this trench, as I said, all the way from over there, all the way through here, up through that hole, and all the way this way. Now I've still got a bit to dig. We've got to kind of here, but I need to get to here, and I have to watch because apparently there's an old water main. So at some point when they put the water in, they've run a pipe under here and then all the way, and I can only assume at some point the plan was to have like an outside tap or something. So what he said to me was, this pipe here that's blanked off is actually a water pipe. So he told me that when I'm digging around out here, I need to be careful and not hit it. But one of the things that we've decided to do, so my intention always was, in relation to the downstairs, particularly the rooms at the back, that really are surplus, I've got enough rooms upstairs, was to at some point turn it into a kind of standalone apartment. Just a little 1-bedroom kind of studio type apartment. But apparently it's got its own water supply. Put the light switch on. So the guys are have been busy today putting all the new pipework in. So the old pipework used to be on this wall, and the boiler used to sit basically here. And so it's all ripped out. They've replaced all of the pipework that feeds the 2 manifolds up the stairs. I was quite happy with surface mounting it because the mess that would have been made if we'd buried it in the walls would have been catastrophic. So there's a 1 manifold up there that feeds the bedrooms, and bathroom. They did have a little incident. That blue pipe is the water pipe, and they damaged the water pipe when they were drilling the concrete out, so they had to repair the water pipe. So the intention is so that this downstairs, so bear in mind I've got this big room here, which I've always kind of called the multi-purpose room. It's full of stuff at the moment, including all the plumber stuff. It's got a bathroom, it's got this kind of hallway, importantly it's got its own door. You know, so I could basically seal this off, that this becomes a separate apartment, albeit it's got a shared boiler room. And then this room that's basically the current kitchen for downstairs, what I thought was city patio doors in there and actually turn this into a bedroom with an ensuite. Bedroom with an ensuite. Take out the fireplace. Bedroom with an ensuite, set of patio doors. It's got its own front door. You then come through, it's got its own bathroom. And basically that door would get locked off and this door would get locked off. And then this would become a sitting room. It's a good size room. And I could just put a kitchen on one side, possibly this side because the plumbing's through the wall. And then obviously a new set of doors and window in there. And I think that would work really well. And my rationing behind it is that when I do fully retire and I have, let's call it a limited income, this could be a space that I could rent out. Probably an Airbnb style. And we're not in a big tourist area. Some people don't like that. They don't want to be in a tourist hotspot and they just want to be out in a peace and quiet. And this village has definitely got it. So no, that's really been my first week. Let's see, I've got the bedrooms done upstairs. Haven't done anything with the floor yet. I've still got the fire to fit. But I'd say for 5 days, I'm quite pleased. The only drawback is I start work on Monday, so I'm going to be working sort of Monday to Friday. So I'll only really have the evenings, and that doesn't work that well when I've got the boy to walk. So it will more likely be the weekends that I'm going to be doing the floor up the stairs. If I can, the plumbers are back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, but they're back tomorrow. So I've got the rest of that trench to dig. The one problem I did have, and I don't know if I mentioned it before, is the concrete. So there's concrete in the path at the bottom of the drive, and I thought this concrete's not in a great way. It'll probably just break up. No, it's rock solid. The little breaker that I've got just won't touch it. So I've had to buy another breaker, so I'm just waiting on it coming. It's supposed to be here Tuesday. So I bought a big heavy duty one for breaking up this concrete to dig this last bit of trench. The other decision that we take today in relation to, given that I've dug the trench, what they're suggesting is, as well as putting the gas pipe in, we also put another water pipe in, but just cap it off at either end. No, run it into the house, but cap it off. And then just basically leave it coiled behind the gas box over there, because the actual water main is just adjacent to the gas box. So it means that if I do create this separate apartment, it will have its own water supply, rather than tapping into the existing water in the main house. And it's only going to cost me an extra, €300 for the pipe, because I've already dug the trench. Albeit I'll need to make that a whole bit bigger over here. But as I said earlier, digging this has been backbreaking. It's just clay. it's just clay. But I've saved all my daffodils, so they'll get replanted when I fill it back in. So I think that's a good summary of my week. Quite pleased with where I am. I'm off to get changed now and take Janky Boy for a walk. I don't know where we'll go tonight. Okay, till next time.